Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. And on the screen today, you're going to be watching some Black Ops 4 gameplay. But we do have another article courtesy of Charlie Intel, and it says Sony, Nintendo, and Microsoft will require publishers to disclose the odds of earning items in loot boxes. Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo have committed to the Entertainment Software Association that they will soon require publishers who publish games on their platform to disclose the odds of earning items in loot boxes for new games and updates that add loot boxes to their games. The news comes from the Entertainment Software Association Chief Counsel of Tech Policy Michael Warnicki, who is currently talking at Federal Trade Commission's Inside the Game workshop. That said, we are doing more, he said. I'm pleased to announce this morning that Microsoft, Nintendo, and Sony have indicated to the ESA a commitment to new platform policies with respect to the use of paid loot boxes in games that are developed for their platform. Specifically, this would apply to new games and game updates, that's good, that add loot box features, and it would require the disclosure of the relative rarity or probabilities of obtaining randomized virtual items in games that are available on their platforms. They also noted that as part of their statement at the workshop that many leading publishers have agreed to also disclose the odds themselves to allow more information to be shared with the consumers. As well, many of the leading video game publishers of the ESA have decided that they are going to implement a similar approach at the publisher level to provide consumers this information and give them enhanced information to make purchase decisions. The ESA has maintained their stance that loot boxes should not be considered gambling. The association has said for months that they disagree with the senator's notion that loot boxes should be banned or considered gambling, as players earn items regardless of purchasing it or not. The ESA, alongside the ESRB, has updated their rating system in the US to know which games have in-game DLC with new in-game purchases tag on the back of the box for each of the products. Senators in the US have been calling for hearings and investigations to understand the effect that loot boxes have on children. Thus far, no major action has been taken in the US on this issue. So I feel like this is really good, just because, like the article said, you're having, like, there's more transparency with the consumer, right? So I know that if I'm buying this, like if I'm buying a certain amount of COD points, say for example, and I'm going to use these COD points to purchase these reserves or whatever you want to call it, then I have a certain percentage or a certain probability of getting this item. Because before, it was just like, how do you call it? Like the testing wasn't practical. Somebody just bought 100 boxes and then they kind of made a spreadsheet of saying, okay, well, this is what I got. Like, I got a common item this many times, I got a rare item this many times, and I got a legendary item this many times, right? But or an epic item also, right? But it's like that, it's not always going to be those same numbers, right? Because it's still randomized and, you know, all that kind of stuff, right? But with this one, it's like they're actually telling you. One thing I should say is I hope that they're going to tell you like the actual odds, right? Like they should be clear on what the odds are of getting a specific gun versus getting a camo, or versus getting like a weapon charm, or getting like a glider, or, you know, like a parachute like in Blackout, right? Because those are obviously, like, everybody wants the guns in the loot boxes. Nobody wants weapon charms. Nobody wants stickers, right? So like I feel like people deserve to say, or like people deserve to know that, okay, you have a 1% chance of getting this gun, or you have a 10% chance of getting this sticker, right? Rather than just saying, oh, okay, well, you have a 15% chance of getting an epic, and you know what I mean? Like, because then it's just like, okay, well, what are we classifying epic as, right? Because there's epic guns, and then there's also epic stickers, but obviously nobody wants an epic sticker. So I feel like it should be like guns, and then it should be outfits, and then it should be like camos, and what do you call it, and then like stickers and like miscellaneous stuff that like nobody wants, right? Because you could have a 1% chance of getting an epic, right? But you could get an epic gun or an epic sticker, and it's like, you know, like I said before, nobody wants stickers. So I feel like they have to be really specific in order for it to be like, you know, actually be helpful, rather than just, because that's one thing a lot of people don't realize, is that, you know, Activision and like all these guys and all these companies, like they try to make it seem like they're on your side and they're all like pro consumer and this and that, but like really and truly, like in reality, like they're not really like on your side, and like, you know, they just want to get into your wallet and just like make money and stuff. But I feel like it's a step in the right direction, in terms of, you know, this whole like loot box craze thing, because obviously, like I said before, like it's not like, I hate the way that it's gone. Like now it's just all about loot boxes and microtransactions and, you know, all this kind of stuff. But then again, like I always say, like it's the consumer that's purchasing them, and the only way that it's going to change is if people don't buy them. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, I don't want to take up too much of your time. As always, thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch my video. Very much appreciated. All relevant links are down below. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you next one.